Okay, doing another alcohol-free beer review today. We've got one from Ilkley Brewery. It is the Maiden Mary 0.5% alcohol-free pale ale. So, it's from Ilkley Brewery. I saw this one in booths. It just says alcohol-free pale. It's 0.5% ABV. It's a 330ml bottle. It's about 150. As I've seen, 53 calories a bottle. Not bad. And there's not much that it says about it apart from, oh there you go, it says no vice, just virtue, maximum flavour, minimum guilt, new name. Alright, so I don't know what the old name was. Same great award-winning beer. Okay, and yeah, it's brewed and bottled in England, and it's apparently powered by beer. So let's have a see what this tastes like then. Let's crack it open, and let's get it in the glass. Let's not waste time. Let's get that beer in the glass, see what it looks like. So, we're not getting much in the line of head there. Ooh, go hard pour. So, very, very, very thin head. I really had to go for it to get any head out of that. Looking at the colour, it is a kind of like a golden brown almost. A little bit light, sort of amber. Yes, it's kind of like an amber colour really, isn't it? Yeah, it's like an amber colour. Quite a dark amber. Say very, very thin head. Very clear. There's no haze in there. It's just a clear, sort of amber ale kind of colour. Well, there you go. Yeah. So let's have a see. So I think this is pale ale in that kind of the sort of English ale style, rather than I don't know, like a hazy pale ale. But I don't know. It could be West Coast. We'll have to see really what it smells like. I'm expecting more of a traditional English ale, but and when we get the nose in there, we'll probably find out what it's like. Let's have a go. Let's see what it smells like. I think it's going for slight West Coast vibes there. Very malty, as a lot of these are. Bit wheaty. A little bit of something bitter in there. Spilt a bit. I don't know how I spilt a bit then, but I did. Yeah, I mean, it smells alright. It smells relatively pleasant. It does smell quite malty, to be fair, I gotta say. But I think with a lot of these beers, it's all down to the taste. So I'm going to go in. I'm just going to go straight in there, give it a taste, see what it's like. Cheers. It's quite thin. I won't lie. It tastes like an alcohol-free attempt at a bitter, essentially. If I'm not, if I'm totally truthful, it tastes like a very, very weak bitter. Really is what I'm getting there. There's not a lot. There's not a lot to comment on. Yeah, but it's yeah, there's not much there. To be honest, that's the thing. They are quite hit and miss, these alcohol-free beers. It's fizzy. It looks like beer. Kind of smells like beer. On the taste, though, if you really search for it, there's a little bit of. It's almost like a dusty bitterness. It's quite a dusty taste. It's not. Yeah, I mean, I've had a few like alcohol-free like bitters. Really, things like the St. Peter's without and the Doombar Zero, which I think I can say is the most disgusting beer I've ever drank in my entire life. It's got to be. And they do tend to have that kind of dusty, almost mouldy taste. To them. This one's not quite as bad, but I think it's because there's not a lot of flavour to it. I know the Doom Bar Zero just tasted like a mouldy basement to me. It was just, not that I've tasted a mouldy basement, obviously, but that's the only flavour I was getting from that. The St. Peter's without, if I remember, was just not particularly pleasant taste. Just kind of like a sort of mouldy, no, not mouldy, but like a dusty kind of taste. The taste I am getting from this is just putting me in mind of that kind of flavour, but there's not much of it. What can I say? Yeah, not impressed. Really not. You know, if I wanted something like this, alcohol free, I'd probably have a water. To be honest, it's got about as much flavour. It's not as fizzy. Maybe a fizzy water. But yeah, I can't lie. There's very little there. It's not. You know, this is what puts me off a lot of alcohol-free beer, when you get things like this, and this is what it tastes like, and it's a shame, because there's a lot of great ones out there, and it is possible to brew a good alcohol-free beer. Just this isn't it, in my opinion. Anyway, I will drink the rest of this because I might as well. But until next time, have a good one.